Stay frosty and head over to easymutt.com for the cheapest mutt coins on the market. And when I say cheapest, I mean it. We're talking 1 million coins for around 40 bucks. Use code DIRECTOR for 5% off. Yo, what up, brothers? What's up? It's the Director. And today we got the Kyoto t-shirt, so it's extra special. Well, Chargers fans, I'm sure you saw the title of this video. Zach Ertz, trade talks and him coming to Los Angeles to play for the Chargers. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can tell by my reply here in the retweet. In danger of spoiling my opinion later on in this video, I do gotta say I'm not really about this. I'm not really about Zach Ertz to the Chargers, and it's no beef with Zach Ertz or anything against him. I think he's a talented player, but I just think his better playing days are behind him. He might still have something left in the tank, but I've been hearing rumors that he wants a lot of money, and you know what? The Chargers already have a very talented wide receiver or a tight end that we should be re-signing anyway. But regardless, this is somehow connected to the Chargers. We're going to be covering it. Actually, this one does come in via request from D. Dosor saying, could we get a Chargers trade for Zach Ertz? There's been reports yesterday. He's been wanting to hear more about, you know, my opinion on what's going down. And this was posted on my Vincent Jackson jersey reveal. No, I'll go ahead and show it to you guys here too. You know, I'm very happy that it showed up for obvious reasons. You know, like, I've been meaning to add it to my jersey collection for a long time. I'm very happy it did arrive today. So rest in paradise, number 83. But nonetheless, we're going to be talking a little bit about Zach Ertz to the Chargers. Is it possible? Where are these rumors coming from? And is it something that Chargers fans should, you know, be rallying behind, or something that we were probably hoping to avoid? And, you know, again, I do need to point this out, okay? I was looking at the comments yesterday from the Richard Sherman video. You know, he says, stop. We're saying every free agent could come to the Chargers. I understand the content, but man, okay, for one, we're not going to sign every single free agent, okay? We're not the godforsaken Rams. And secondly, all these players at some point via, you know, articles or interviews or whatever have been connected to the Chargers. Welcome to my Chargers channel, where we post Chargers content. And whether or not we like it or not, Zach Ertz has been connected to the Bolts. So let's go through the ins and outs of this possible trade scenario for the Chargers and whether or not this is a good move. Before we do get started, hit us up with a like and sub if you do enjoy this content. Small amount of time you guys take to hit the like, sub, and bell notification helps me out a lot. Let's get into this video. Lights, camera, action. Zach Ertz coming to the Chargers via trade. That part does bother me a little bit. Okay, so first off, here's an article from sportsillustrated.com. I feel like this is where this rumor did surface. Trade talk. Okay, so I'm just going to point this out straight away. Trade talk for Zach Ertz. Now, I have heard rumors that if Zach Ertz cannot find a trade partner, that they are thinking about releasing him, letting him hit the open market, which I'm guessing that's probably what is going to happen. I am in no way interested in trading any draft capital for Zach Ertz. I've been seeing Eagles fans saying they want a third or a fourth. Nope, no sir, not from this guy. Because honestly, again, the Chargers, it's really interesting that they would even join the trade conversation to begin with because of our situation with tight end Hunter Henry. We'll go into more detail in a minute as to what I would do if I was in charge of the Chargers and I was trying to figure out this tight end situation. But back to Zach Ertz. Okay, how did this fella do last season? Well, Zach Ertz did have a career worst season last year, and I think that does have a lot to do with the lack of production from Carson Wentz, who was just recently traded to the Indianapolis Colts as of recording this video. That should be a very interesting development. Just real quick, I think the Colts are going to kill it with Carson Wentz. They just seem like the kind of team that's ready for a quarterback, and they can get a lot out of him. But either way, Zach Ertz last season, 335 yards, 1 touchdown. Obviously, he had a lot of injury concern. It says games played here 11, so he did see a lot of playing time. There's obvious maybe competition between him and Dallas Goedert, but again, no disrespect to Zach Ertz. He's had an incredible career, but this trade here just does not make sense, at least for me. But again, as Chargers fans, we got to be prepared, man. Anything could happen. And honestly, with the Chargers cap situation going in the next couple of seasons, Justin Herbert on his rookie deal, there's a lot of money to spend, and moves like this are absolutely possible, guys. You never know what's going to happen in the preseason. So taking a look at his contract, I'm trying to make heads and tails of this. It looks like he's got a $12 million cap hit right here. They'd have $12 million in dead money, and this is what I'm thinking is going to happen. They're looking for a trade scenario here, which would result in $7 million in dead cap, $4 million in cap savings, which means their new team is going to be paying what, like $5 million bucks, something less. And this is making me think, in my mind at least, are we talking rental? Like, maybe there's something complicated going on with Hunter Henry, and maybe they just want a guy to come and fill in for like a year. Even then, man, there's no way I'm trading any draft capital, even if we're talking a next year 6th or 7th. Like, I don't know. I'd feel like this is what I would do. Okay, we're probably jumping the gun here a little bit. As far as my opinion on bringing Zach Ertz to the Chargers via trade, it is a flat no for me. But again, I'm prepared for it to happen because this is the NFL. Anything can happen. But here's what I would do if I was in charge of the Chargers. Okay, we have ourselves a Hunter Henry. Okay, Hunter Henry, the latest rumors that I've heard about him is that they're going to tag him again, which I think at that point his tag would be worth somewhere around $12-13 million, which is a pretty high price tag to pay for just 1 year at the tight end position. At this point, you're really asking yourself, why not just extend him? If he's going to be looking for about $11 to $12 million annually anyway, why not just give him a 4-year deal? And I think it's because the Chargers are in a position to draft this man right here in Kyle Pitts. Now, hear me out. I know a lot of people are like, no, we want offensive line in the first round. Okay, I completely get that. Kyle Pitts, though, I hope that everybody understands how different of a prospect he is as far as his position at tight end. I don't know if I've ever seen a prospect quite like Kyle Pitts in my time, at least being a diehard Chargers fan. This guy literally has the ceiling to go up and beyond any tight end that we have in the league right now. He's being comped to guys like Darren Waller, but there's been people saying he's an obvious better Darren Waller. And Darren Waller is one of the best tight ends in football. Imagine Justin Herbert slinging it to Darren Waller. Now give him a better Darren Waller. That's why. And we've seen kind of a tendency in the last couple of seasons when it comes to the Super Bowl, whether it be by coincidence or not, that these teams tend to have really, really good tight ends. You got last season with George Kittle and Travis Kelce. And then again this season, we got Travis Kelce making a return with Rob Gronkowski and the rest of those incredible tight ends with Tampa Bay. So just read into that as far as you want. But I do feel like tight end has become a very big position as far as making championship runs. And again, Kyle Pitts, you cannot deny the talent and the potential of Kyle Pitts. Now, the thing is, a lot of Chargers fans are asking themselves, well, if we re-sign, Hunter Henry, wouldn't be taking Kyle Pitts at number 13 seem like a waste? If we're going to be trying to feature, Hunter Henry, give some consistency to Justin Herbert, wouldn't using that 13th pick go better elsewhere as far as like offensive line, which I completely agree with. I feel like offensive line is a definite concern. But what I just said a moment ago is very relevant. Hunter Henry, the last thing that I have heard is that they want to tag him again. And so just kind of following that road a little bit for me, at least, I think the plan is tag Hunter Henry, let him play a year, but more tag Hunter Henry so he stays on the roster. And just in case we do get Kyle Pitts, there's no long-term commitment. Does that make sense? So in this scenario, for me at least, the Chargers in 2021, we have Hunter Henry under contract via a franchise tag, right? And then we get to the draft. We have Hunter Henry, everything's good. If we get to the draft and Kyle Pitts falls to us at number 13, I think the Chargers probably pounce on it. Then next season, when we're asking ourselves, do we extend Hunter Henry? We have a guy like Kyle Pitts that maybe edges our decision one way or another. Maybe it's time to let go of Hunter Henry and let the Kyle Pitts era begin. But just in case Kyle Pitts isn't there at number 13, which is a huge possibility in my opinion, it's a great idea to go franchise tag one of the top 10 tight ends in the league, in my opinion, right now in Hunter Henry. So at least next season, we do have some options just in case Kyle Pitts doesn't fall to 13, which again is a huge possibility. So I'm starting to think that the Chargers do have long-term plans at tight end. And I think any legitimacy towards this article here of Zach Ertz coming to the Chargers, I buy it a little bit. There could be some shade in there. There could be some, like, oh, I mean, this guy is an Eagles, fan posting on Sports Illustrated, or Eagles writer posting on Sports Illustrated. Maybe they're just trying to stir the pot a little bit. But to me, it does kind of make sense that if we don't have Hunter Henry, if something's complicated there, they still want a top-tier tight end, you know, to help Justin Herbert in this season at least, and then maybe next season they're hoping that we have Kyle Pitts or we can figure something else out. But my official stance on Zach Ertz coming to the Chargers is an official no. But again, as a Chargers fan, I'm completely ready for anything. This could happen, guys. Whether we like it or not, Zach Ertz could be coming to the Chargers. And again, it seems kind of like just one of those moves, man. It's one of those moves that could happen and that we're all disappointed in, but nevertheless, I feel like Zach Ertz could still add something to the Chargers. I can't be completely, you know, blind to the fact that he could add something to the Bolts if we're missing Hunter Henry, or if we definitely pick up, you know, Kyle Pitts or whatever, that Zach Ertz might be able to fill a void in some way. But as we're asking you guys in the comments section below, what are your pros and cons to adding Zach Ertz to the roster? What circumstances need to happen in order for you to feel comfortable getting Zach Ertz? Again, if we had it, gun to my head, if we had to trade for him, it would definitely be somewhere about 6th or 7th round pick, and even then I'm not feeling great about it. But who knows, man? You never know how these things work out. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. We'll see you next time, and as always, bolt up and stay frosty.